Hello friends, welcome to a new episode on Vedic teachings. I am Dr. Drsumitkesarkar and I would be your host throughout this video, which gives a formal introduction to Upanishads. The Upanishads are considered to be the highest form of knowledge, within which lies the key to realize the ultimate consciousness, the Supreme Brahma. They form an integral part of the Vedic tradition of India. The term Upanishad derives etymologically as Upa, which can be translated as near, Ni, translated as down, and Shat, translated as to sit. Briefly, Upanishad translates as sitting down near or to sit beside. The supreme cryptic knowledge that was imparted by the teacher to the student by making them sit by their side is dealt with in the Upanishads. Group of pupils sit near the teacher to decode this highly cryptic knowledge. This implies that the Upanishads contain the highest wisdom that could be imparted only to the worthy who is conditioned to absorb these teachings. In the solace of hermitages located within the forest, the sages decoded the highest form of cosmic knowledge and imparted it to their pupils who were carefully selected by examining their aptitude and eligibility. The great Jagat Guru Sri Adi Shankaracharya derives the word Upanishad as a substitute from the root Sad, which translates as to loosen, to reach, or to destroy, with Up and Ni as prefixes and Quip as termination. If this derivation is accepted, the term Upanishad implies Brahma knowledge or cosmic intelligence by which ignorance is loosened or destroyed. It also means that knowledge which makes one reach Brahma. The Upanishads present to us an all-encompassing cosmic vision backed by algorithmic philosophical arguments which help us decode and arrive at the ultimate state of consciousness, which is the purpose of Vedas. They are hence known as Vedanta, where the term Anta means end. Upanishads are the end of Vedas in two senses. Upanishads are the ultimate goal or aim of all Vedic teachings. Upanishads are found in the concluding sections of each shaka or branch of the Vedas. For simplicity, if we consider the two parts of Ayurveda as distinct, we have total of 5 Veda: Rig Veda, Samaveda, Shukla Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda. Each of the Vedas have several shaka or branches. To know more about Vedas, Shaka, Pratishaka, and Vedangas, please watch my series on the Introduction to Vedas. Please visit drsumit.in or thesoundbreath.com to know more. Each shaka has a section known as Karma Khanda, dealing with the ritualistic actions to be performed. Karma Khanda consists of 2 sections, Mantra and Brahman. Brahman inform us about various forms of meditations known as Upasana. The highest form of Upasana are for the benefit of those who have resorted to the solitude of the forest to achieve the absolute knowledge of Brahma. They are described under the section of Aranyak. Here Aranya means forest. The Upanishads, or the highest form of realized knowledge, are predominantly found in this Aranyaka. The 5 Vedas have 1180 shaka or branches, and hence logically there should be 1180 Upanishads. As of present time, according to the Muktika Upanishad, we have with us only a list of 108 Upanishads which are available in text. These 108 Upanishads can be located through the Vedas in the following denominations: Rig Veda 10, Samaveda 16, Shukla Yajurveda 19, Krishna Yajurveda 32, Atharva Veda 31. A deep scan of the various interpretations of this available 108 Upanishads displays distinct philosophies or school of thought towards achievement of absolute Brahma. To understand these various interpretive knowledge streams in an easier way, we can classify these 108 Upanishads into the following 7 categories. Shaiva. The Upanishads in this category follow the Shaivite tradition and its principles in achieving the state of absolute Brahma. They are 13 in number. Shakta. The Upanishads in this category decode the creative power of Divine Mother Shakti to achieve the state of complete merger with it. They are 9 in number. Vaishnava. The Upanishads in this category elaborate on the concept of Sri Vishnu and strive to arrive at a merger with its absolute state. They are 14 in number. Yoga. These Upanishads deal with yogic practices and their methods to achieve the state of ultimate consciousness. They are 19 in number. Sannyas. These Upanishads elaborate on achieving a state of no-mind model, ultimately blending with the consciousness through a path of renunciation. They are 16 in number. General. These Upanishads are rich with many cryptic connotations which specifically cannot be decoded from a single school of thought. They are 27 in number. And finally we have the highly revered or major Upanishads. These are 10 in number and known as Dasha Upanishads. These are accepted by every school of thought to contain the algorithmic code to attain the highest form of knowledge and are imbibed in their lineages as per their modes of application. We will have a brief look at them in the next section. Though we have 108 Upanishads as per the Muktika Upanishad, many scholars debate the authenticity of many of those Upanishads with respect to the genuinity of its source material and concerns about doctoring the material with respect to changing socio-political environments. However, the 10 highly revered Upanishads are accepted by all schools of thoughts to be the source of genuine, uncorrupted knowledge as passed down by the timeless Vedic traditions of oral transmissions. Jagadguru Sri Adi Shankaracharya has written commentaries on the Dasha Upanishads in the following order: Isha Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, Prashna Upanishad, Mundak Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, Aitareya Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, and Brihad Aranyak Upanishad. Similarly, Sri Madhvacharya and Sri Ramanuj have also written commentaries on the same Upanishads. The beauty of these timeless algorithmic Upanishads is that all these three rishis had a completely different approach towards elaborating the knowledge therein. Jagadguru Sri Adi Shankaracharya elaborated them on the Advaita or non-dual or absolute monoism philosophy, which in brief considers all manifestations to be nothing but pure Brahma without any parts. Jagadguru states that the Upanishads, through Jnana Marg or the path of knowledge, make us arrive at the direct method of realization towards the Abhed or non-duality of the supreme state of Brahma and the individual Jiva or Atma. As per Jagadguru, the Karma Khanda portion of the Vedas condition us to develop an internal discipline which through constant introspection and practice finally makes us experience the non-duality of Brahma. Sri Madhvacharya elaborated the Upanishads on the Dvaita or the philosophy of duality, which is in complete contradiction to Jagadguru's elaborations. Sri Madhvacharya states that individual manifestations are conscious but distinct from the supreme consciousness, which is in form of Sri Vishnu. These individual consciousness are dependent on Lord Vishnu for their cycle of existence and liberation. Sri Ramanuj emphasized on the Vishishta Advaita or the philosophy of qualified non-duality, which in a nutshell is a compromise or bridge between Jagadguru, Adi Shankaracharya and Sri Madhvacharya school of thought. It agrees with Jagadguru's elaboration of Brahma as an all-encompassing true reality. However, it reconciles by rejecting the nature of Brahma as elaborated by Jagadguru to be undifferentiated and without parts, presenting 7 flaws to Jagadguru's elaborations, and puts forth that Brahma exists in parts within every individual living soul, but is independent of these parts and controls these souls and the cosmos. Sri Madhvacharya and Sri Ramanuja emphasize that Bhakti Marg of Sri Vishnu by individual souls is the only way to realize the absolute Brahma in form of Lord Vishnu. We will be discussing more on these school of thoughts in other lecture series. For simplicity of the present lecture, we can consider only 2 philosophical approaches in understanding the Upanishads. Jagadguru's philosophy of Advaita or absolute monoism, where absolute consciousness is undifferentiated, and the Vaishnava philosophy of Dvaita and Vishishta Advaita as propagated by Sri Madhvacharya and Sri Ramanuj, where consciousness exists in parts. The process of diversity of interpretations by these 2 schools towards the state of highest refinement to attain the supreme state of Brahma as per Jagadguru or Vishnu as per Madhvacharya can be elaborated through the 4 Mahavakya or 4 aphorisms, which are considered the supreme cryptic algorithms of arriving at the state of supreme consciousness. Though there are innumerable such aphorisms in the Upanishads, these specific 4 verses are considered to be the key to all Upanishadic teachings. The 4 Mahavakya considered most important are contained in the 4 Upanishads. While reading the Upanishads, it's a personal choice and belief as to which philosophy or path one observes in understanding them. Since this is an informative video, I will try to present an unbiased view by expounding on the meanings of these verses according to the previously discussed 2 distinct philosophies, Advaita by Jagadguru and Vaishnava philosophies of Sri Madhvacharya and to an extent Sri Ramanuja, so we can get a grasp at the multidimensional, limitless knowledge of the Upanishads. The first Mahavakya is found in the Aitareya Upanishad of Rigveda. It reads as Prajnanam Brahma. As per Jagadguru's teachings, we can understand the meaning as the actual experience alone is Brahma. As per Vaishnava teachings, we can understand the meaning as Brahma or Sri Vishnu is the supreme experience. The second Mahavakya is found in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad of Shukla Ayurveda. It reads as Aham Brahmasmi. As per Jagadguru's teachings, we can understand the meaning as I am Brahma. As per Vaishnava teachings, we can understand the meaning as I am eternal and pure as Brahma or Sri Vishnu. The third Mahavakya is found in the Chandogya Upanishad of Samaveda. It reads as Tat Tvama Asi. As per Jagadguru's teaching, we can understand the meaning as that you are or you are Brahma. As per Vaishnava teachings, we can understand the meaning as you are the reflection of Brahma or Sri Vishnu. The fourth Mahavakya is found in the Mandukya Upanishad of Atharvaveda. It reads as Ayamatma Brahma. As per Jagadguru's teachings, we can understand the meaning as Atma or soul is Brahma. As per Vaishnava teachings, we can understand the meaning as the Atma, soul or Jiva is identical to Brahma or Sri Vishnu. To summarize, if the Samhita or Vedas is like a tree, the Brahman are its flowers, the Aranyak are the fruits in the unripened state, and the Upanishads are the ripe fruits. They being the most important part of the Vedas, they are rightly known as Shrutishil or the head of the Vedas. I hope this video was informative and made the subject clear. Thank you for watching.